This video is brought to you by Sailrite. Visit Sailrite.com for all your project supplies, tools, and instructions. This bimini utilizes webbing straps along the front to provide forward tension to the bimini. However, rigid support struts take the place of the webbing straps to the rear. These rigid support struts greatly increase the strength of the frame and also provide for an easy way to collapse the bimini and rest it upon the struts. In this video, we'll show you how to install rigid support struts to your bimini or Dodger. To demonstrate the installation of a rigid support, we're installing it on this pontoon boat's railing. The flat mounts that are included in the kit can be mounted with rivets, as shown here, or stainless steel screws. Our bimini frame is erected, and now we're going to work on the rigid support strut. To the rigid support strut flat mount, we install an eye-end. The included jaw slide has been slid onto our tubing, and to it we'll attach the included eye-end.
Okay, and we'll be able to move this around once we're set. What we want to do right now is we want to get it so it's not quite vertical, but close. And now we can take a measurement.
The tubing that comes with the kit is 36 inches in length, so we need to cut it to size.
And so we're right at our 31 inches.
Stainless steel tubing can be cut with a bandsaw or a hacksaw. We're using a blade with 24 teeth per inch to cut this stainless steel tubing. Aluminum tubing can be cut much easier than stainless steel, but it is possible to cut stainless steel with a hacksaw. We cut one of the rigid support struts to 31 inches. Rigid support struts are provided by Sailrite at 36 inches. So we cut off 5 inches. Now we will attach that tubing to the two eye ends and tighten down the set screws. Kits come with 2 support struts. We'll install a second support strut on the port side. These rigid supports will support our bimini when it's up and also when it's down. Here's a look ahead at the bimini supported by the rigid support struts.
So now we basically judged everything off of one side. Now before we permanently tighten this, we've got it semi-tight. Before we get all crazy, what we want to do is we want to measure this side, and we are 38.5 inches, and we want to make this side match. Okay. And then we'll double check. And we're calling that close enough.
Now the rigid supports will support our primary bow. After making the bimini, we added a single rigid support along the back rail diagonally to help provide strength and rigidity so the bimini frame does not jiggle from side to side, from port to starboard. Now our bimini rests on the rigid support struts for storage and can quickly be unfolded for use. For this bimini, we used webbing straps along the front edge with strap eyes attached to the tubing to draw the bimini taut. You can order the rigid support struts sold as a pair from Sailrite. To see the full listing of struts, enter the keyword struts at www.sailrite.com.